Okay, for this mini lecture, let's look at computing a population mean. We're going to first do this by hand and then go to Microsoft Excel. So, in computing a population mean, let's look at our set of data. First we have, let's say these are test scores of 82, 77, 90, 71, 62, 88, 74, 84, 94, and 88. Actually, let's change this 88 right here to another value. Let's change that to a 68. Okay. So now we just need to remember the formula for population mean. If you remember the formula correctly, for population mean, we used mu. So we'll say mu is equal to the sum of all the data values x sub I over n. Right? So mu is equal to the sum of all the data values, which we will call x sub I, and we'll go from I is equal to 1 to however many data values we have in the population, to n. And then we divide that by the total number of data values, which is n. Okay. So let's use that. Once again, I'll write it again. The sum of all the data values So basically what we do is say to ourselves, how do we get the sum of the data values? Well, all we do is add up all of our scores. We said we had 82, 77, 90, 71, 62, 68, 74, 84, and I ran out of room, so I'll just write it underneath, plus 94 plus 88. So I'm showing a lot of steps in this, but you can probably do it all in one step, in one showing. But I'm just going to show you a lot of different steps. So this adds up to about 790, right? So that's our numerator. So let's rewrite it again. Mu is equal to the sum of all the data values from the first one through, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had 10 data values. So we added up all 10 of them. So the sum of all of them is 790 over n. N is the total amount of data values, and we said we had 10. So mu is equal to 790 divided by 10, which is 79. So 79 is the population mean. Okay, so now let's look at it again using Microsoft Excel. So now we're going to just punch in our data values again. Instead of writing them down, I'll type them in: 82, 77, 90, 71, 62, 68, 74, 84, 94, and 88. Right, let's make sure they're all correct. And they look to be the same data values that we wrote on the paper. So now we'll go to data and over here to data analysis. And then in data analysis, we click on descriptive statistics and input range. Our input range is all of our data values, 1st through the 10th. Our output range is where we want it to be displayed, so we'll display it right next to it, somewhere in the D column. Click on summary statistics and OK. Output range missing, we enter. I clicked on output range but didn't enter it, so now I'll click on it. And it must have input range, must contain at least one data point, so I'm making errors here, so I have to make sure I take my time and input everything they're asking for. And there we have it. We have the mean right there of 79, and that's the same thing we got when we did it by hand.